All right, let's get into it. Right after the latest possible restart to still be considered today. Ugh. Needless to say, this is going to be a shorter one. Ugh. Ow. Tomorrow's not great either. But at least tomorrow is just like the last of the stuff, and then like more of everything. Ugh. What are my bounties? Right. You gotta mute it every time you turn on the TV. Assassin's knowledge cakes. Oh, sacks. One of these days it's going to absolutely screw me over. It's going to hit me with glow ink sacks, and I'm going to have to wander my butt into the caves and just see what falls out. Let's add some CDR to the stuff. Red row. It's not a great one, but it's color matched. Carbon for wooden, plating for hordes. Plating for hordes. Plating for hordes. Plating for hordes. 10 hordes. Okay, I have a single plating for hordes card already. And it's significantly better. Carbon for wooden. Carbon for wooden. Carbon for wooden. Larimar for living isn't really that good. So I think. So that's a plating per 6 hordes. Sure. Am I likely to use it? Probably not. Do I potentially actually need to... Like, does this work with an external storage? Can I share it on the network with somebody else in the same base like that? Or do I need to repurpose and create my separate card drive again? Whatever. Into the votes we go. Bingo. Rapid. Ben is annoying. She's 3 guardians. This might be the easiest. Wrong button. Oh. Let's see what that chain, though, is. Root or meat? And I have to do it without taking any damage first. Nearest altar is this way. Altar is downstairs. Lovely. Yes. No, I don't think I'm likely to get the chain, but... Anyways, that's enough of that nonsense. Alright, Vela, what's your task? Dungeon mobs. That's good anyways, because I needed to do dungeons for this anyways. Pants broke. Gate mitigates. I do need to finish fixing my pants at some point. Which in theory actually requires me to take off the pants. Take out a repair core. Find an ammo. Or place an ammo. Peaceful is 13. So that's 8. All right. Something, something. Clearly, I should attack things to scan. Coins, 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 coins. Ah, coins. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Acquiring coins. Coins. Living, living. It's peaceful. I mean, it's fairly well the textbook. Anyways, enough of that. Later, boys. Chain. Now, do I spot any ornate? No. Actually, I should throw up a search for a dungeon on the compass. Ornate. Ornate. No chain for me. Next room. I hit one. Ooh, one of my favorites. Lock scoper. Always great how this room looks, right? Crunchy. I need 4 more guardians, which is 1 hot pot away. Right. I miss the old days when you could be cheapy, and the fact that you didn't have whipping on your hammers instead of having the multi-tool. Dang it. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Yoink. Onward. Find me a dungeon. Or not. Or room. I could be lazy about the living chest here. Or I can just kind of go, yeah. 5 more living is easy. Ooh. That dungeon is there. Oh. Not nearly strong enough. Let's summon this batch. Let's summon this batch. And let's actually make sure we fully summon this batch. Yeah, okay. Healing efficiency go burr. Damage mitigation go. You're on a piece of cake. Egg goes, hope you aren't wearing headphones, which I am. Rude. Oh. I want to double back. Probably should, though. Okay, to be fair, I probably should also... What do you mean this or no? POI does not have an angle. Oh. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Because the outer edge of the door overlaps with that edge of the vault because it's right overhead. Die, dweller. Oh, wait, no. Cool. Let's put some pants on. Far more appropriate way for me to be doing this vault, right? Wearing pants. But if you ask Iskallia, you're not supposed to. Alright. Doubling back. Because I need the fruit anyways. Technically, I probably should just, like, summon the guardians there. I'm done living. Doesn't even have to be a big batch of them. But, like, I'm also looking for the dungeon. Because I do want to get the mitigate too, just because it was the task set I marked as I should do this. Not because I think it's a good one, but because it was, yeah, this is well within my bounds of things I can do. Anyways. Thanks, Creeper. I need it out of there. Where's... This dungeon is up, isn't it? Oh. It's up. They're always up. Why in the world would I think they'd be down? They're up. They're up, right? No? Next room over, okay. I was like... Alright. That was fun. That's not going to be high enough difficulty. Fine. Key. Which means technically I can run offline now. This is not a guardian. Thought it was supposed to be 4. Orange. Room. Okay. If it's not X mark, I can use it just because it would be funny. Nope. Not right. Alright. Enough food around. I have an exit. I have a completion of one god task. And that's not an Omega. Dang. Not that would help because I don't have primitive tanks. You know. Goes to ban the bot that popped up in my chat during that. It has already been banned from Twitch. It is 26 minutes old already. Cleared out. All right. Okay. Stare at the fruit. These go in. This goes in. This goes in. This goes in. This. Good. Backpack. Okay. Those go in. Pants. Pants. God charm. 2 packs of cards. That's expected. 1 because I have a +1 pack from the +1 tier, and ooh, foil and power, so useful. First is first. We're going to. Yep. Okay. Modifies the overstacking. It now can hold 6, 7. clay needs decompressed once. Andesite needs decompressed once. Snow needs decompressed once. Because times 1 times 2. So. Dirt doesn't need decompressed. Clay does decompressed. Extremely dense andesite does need decompressed. Diorite needs burned. Oh, wait, no. There we go. And shiny blocks are shiny. Oh. Clay. There we go. Shiny blocks. I could probably stop saving those. Living rock and egg. Egg. Abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Asham still is Asham. Egg. Yeah, we can't make vault mobs yet. That's in an upcoming pack. For Iggy's. None of those are useful in the moment. What I'm doing. That is useful again. Egg. Egg. Useful. For me, bingo, when I view bingo, bingo is great for the theoretical maximum number of completion tiers you can get in a crate. Unfortunately for me, theoretical maximum is far, far lower than expected outcome. And the 3 expected from just completing 1 scav is usually going to be better than I would get from a bingo, even if I focus on it. Yeah, I could have stopped being quite so lazy with that one because, like what? I could have gotten the Guardians and the Living right there. Ornate would have been absolutely easy after that. Heck, with the amount of fruit I used, I could have just done Compass. And then I wouldn't have been out any of those lemons, no matter how many I'm producing. Something. Min-max the entire game, at which point, why are you playing a game with any kind of variance? You want to have a game that's been completely min-maxed out? Tic-tac-toe. Oh, what? You can't figure out how to win? Oh, that's right. Because it's been min-maxed to solution. What's the solution? Constant cats games. Because if you start anywhere but the center square, you're being quite foolish. And if we start in the center square, the game can always be forced to a draw. Assuming that both players are playing for a win. You want to have more fun? Tic-tac-toe, but as an added challenge, your opponent wants anything but a draw. You want a draw. Good luck. Can you force a cats game? When the opponent's only goal is for one of you to be forced to take the win. Something. You can go and find out by... Well, there's an old Flash animation site. Flash games. Whether or not it's still got the Flash games, who knows? Probably not, because all that broke. Okay. Identify. It. Also. Anything good in the nonsense? No? Okay. Oop. Fancy pants. And fancy pants. Fancy. Ugh. Make pants. Alright. Iron, snow, ink. Yeah, the problem with this is, one, I don't have the fortune shuffle out, and There's no disassemble recipe, even for compacting. So what do I have to do? Unpack the snow with my snow unpacker. Something, something. Those must be perfectly triangular. Okay. Oop. Oop. Yeah. There we go. Now that will work right. Theory. That looks fine. Right, right. No issues with the appearance there. Oh. Now that snow has been dealt with. Iron. Ink. Yeah, glow ink sacks are absolutely going to wreck me when they pop up, right? Powder? You think I've got any powder? There's no way I have any. Maybe. Some. Uh, right. That would take a while. Submit. 12 queries? It says 15. It gives you 3, so that doesn't count. Submit 12 kiwis for 3 info? Something, something. Alright. Piggies. Echo. Rock. Rock. Salmon? Close enough. In theory, this is the best tool that was in there. And it's absolute garbage, so... Alright. What's the stupid compass pointing at? Two eggies. 180. What do two spider eggs mixed together become? Who knows? What do you mean, who knows? Like, what was that lag? Alright. Hey. Again. Alright. First fault of today. You see, this gives me much better direction. I have to kill hordes. I have to collect blood vials. Bone shards. Purple. Alright. First off. Then other way around. Sure. Mind stopping, sir? Thank you very much. Unique fault horse. Jar. Anyways, it's a stupidly large amount of jars. Like, this is about the one thing that I can say maybe there's a decent chance you always get the purple when you need it, but because, like, the burping zombies are so common, because why wouldn't they be? Really? How long? Alright. Alright, boys. Let's believe in the Idona that believes in us. Idona isn't the one that puts the loot everywhere. Okay. She does put the mobs. Yeah. The hordes are going to be so hard to find in this. Never mind. Brain, arm. At least that was well distributed. Alright. What's downstairs? Finish grouping up. We call it Three Stooges syndrome. There's so many germs that none of them can get a foothold. So I'm indestructible. Oh no. Like one slight imbalance and suddenly one of them goes and, well, that's it. Indestructible. Dungeon bombs. There's a grenade up there. Later, suckers! You're not what I'm worried about. And I missed. Of course, I tried to jump across the entire room for that. Not the entire room. Okay. Okay. On the next group. It was here. There we go. Omega Sword. Yay! Fly, you fools! Coins. Coins. Still not done with coins. Next room. Dang. Yeah, I'm done with those already. Gilded. Alright. Next room. Coins. What? Anyways, that looks really weird. It's like, is that a room shape? No, that's just how that lands up. Stop it. You tell I'm a veteran vault hunter. Where else would you get quite so much annoyance? And so much of a nonchalant attitude. As the timer is clearly ticking away. And could easily be solved by telling it to find particular rooms on the compass. Back in my day. bone shards. Need bone shards. Bone shards. Shards. That's looking, yeah. Something. Need bone shards. Keep getting excited about wooden chests. Wait. Alright. Jars are solved. Yeah, so... and the vault. And all I need is ores. That didn't spawn any. I wonder which direction the nearest storeroom is. Oh, vaguely towards the rest of the vault? Alright. If you say so. Huh. Who would have thunk it? It's here. Alright, time to stab things to death. Because Idona says so. And the task is great. No reason not to also get some more stuff. Nope. Anyway, it's time to check if upstairs has a mine vault ores task. Its task is figure out how to get there. Whoever wants. Anyway, it's time to, like, go and deal with, like, all the horrors that are leaving behind. Terrible. Okay. Ooh, door. This way. Hi, baby. That's a weird amount of green. What am I gonna do? Drowns. Okay. Number of relatively useless useless omega rooms. 2. Okay, technically one of them actually did something towards completion. Uh, 5 minutes to get 6 essence. Can't be done. Oh, wait. Green essence? Oh, that's easy. Anyway, I love when the mobs apparently just don't die the first time you hit them. It's like, what's with that? Am I hitting them so hard it's resetting? Iggy. Okay. And Adona's stupid task was in the first room, right? Nice, easy, straightforward. As soon as you enter, go and find your task. Grab your orange and decide, hey, it was after midnight when you started the second vault. You should go to bed. Especially because he keeps starting his streams at like 5 in the morning. And it's like... It doesn't need to be that early, sir. Stop doing that. Ugh. Fun fact. If you jump through the portal before it teleports you back, you don't get the stuff. How do I know this? I got bored one time. Oh look, I didn't even have the fruit to extend that anyways. Okay. Scavenger. Two pogs. That's always fun. Okay. It adds one tier. Why are my scavs giving me 6 packs of cards if it's supposed to add one tier? Something, something. Reporter's a bug. Something, something. Crates aren't everything. Like, it works fine. 100% exactly right on bingo. You get one tier. The fact it doubles elixir and scav, because the elixir tier and the scav tier are apparently one tier instead of 2 tiers. They just... So you know the bug, and you know exactly why it's probably happening. Yeah. Plating for mobs. Ugh. Asham. Let's count. Wow. So much Ashium. Technically I have enough for an Echopog, so I can now make the Wither Stars generate. Ugh. Alright, let's identify some things. So, nothing interesting, apparently. Ugh. And inside. It's wet. Okay. Increased attack damage. Did you know, in one season, I had a backpack for... Okay. They actually used real sandy blocks in part of the pixel room. Fun to know. Okay. Sure. Such value. Yeah. Like, I can't say that I'm displeased with the ores I got. Little disappointed in the Ashen counts, but that was me rolling really low. Oops. Okay. But like you know. All right. Anything else interesting in here that needs to go someplace notable? Pickle Gubber. Echo. Yeah, like, I can make an echoing pickaxe anytime. Did I stop working on the prismatic and using up my black opal? Alright. I'll make that go. Alright. Compress. With the plunder, am I far enough along that I could probably just do the compactings and finally just kind of go like, yeah, this is stupid. Problem. Do I want to admit defeat? This close to the release? I just have to make it Sunday. Assuming that we don't reset. Because I think he floated the idea that maybe we would want to reset. And then he didn't. Eggies. Okay. Eggy. Make it eggy. Eggy. Gives me a drowned. Eggy. That is not what I need out of it. Alright. Right. Stem. Coins. All right. Hit. one more ashen would give the next cluster. Ugh. Glow. How much glowstone do I got? And ooh. Technically, I can do an easy villager and make sure that I get enough of those, but I got some crates. I'm good. Let's check in with Sal. Plenty of Sal. And Deep Slate. Yes, Feep Sleep. Wait. Deep Slate. There we go. And that notes that I'm not even running those on turbo. I could, if I would got really bored, set those to turbo, and then it would be like, how much Deep Slate are you making? The answer is yes. Alright. So that's crystal for next time. Crystal after the crystal for next time. Yeah, that's not even a problem. None of that. Find inscriptions for a bunch of Kiwis. Assassins for a bunch of diamonds. Sure. 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 One of these days I need to actually do the cakes. I know. I want to save this, and I'm going to celebrate the next update coming out by running a cake. Okay. Catch y'all next time. Bye.